Alright everyone, welcome back to another episode of Pop Culture Junkies. This week I want to talk to you about some recent news about the Batgirl movie. Let's go. Alright, so I had intended to do a video for you guys. I was going to talk a lot about what was released at Comic-Con, a lot of the news that came out of San Diego Comic-Con, but just today I was reading and saw that Warner Brothers decided to cancel the release of the Batgirl movie. So they filmed the whole entire Batgirl movie, for those of you that don't know. $90 million. Filmed the whole movie, was going to release on HBO Max. Featured Michael Keaton's Batman, and today they announced that it's canceled. Didn't really release a whole lot of other info other than it wasn't in the direction that they wanted to go. Doesn't seem great for the DC universe on film, to be honest. I'm actually wondering if they're going to release The Flash based on this. It's crazy that Ezra Miller has been tied up in all the bullshit he's been tied up in. Weird shit, grooming minors, all kinds of shit. And they're still going to release that movie potentially, and they just straight out canceled this one. I don't know what the DC's got going on. This was probably going to be the second best property that they had been developing, in my opinion. I don't know what the actual reviews were like. It looks like the people who had seen some screenings, it was pretty bad. And it also looks like a few weeks back they had said that they were reshooting some of the scenes that had featured Michael Keaton's Batman in The Flash, and they were going to reshoot those featuring Ben Affleck's Batman. And at the time, people thought it was just because the release dates were changing, but the news of this cancellation makes sense because they're not going to revisit that universe at all, really. And they just kind of want to wipe their hands clean of it. They don't want to release this project. This was $90 million they put into this movie to release on HBO Max. And they're completely content to just throw it away and not have it out there. That probably says that there are some pretty big issues with the quality, which is unfortunate. It also says, though, that their film universe is just as wonky and garbage as ever. I mean, you have movies like The Batman, you have movies like Joker. Those aren't really a film universe, though. Those are standalone movies. They're almost like Elseworlds tales, where they don't really line up and tie into a complete cohesive universe. It's crazy that they can't get their shit together. Like, they were, long before Marvel was owned by Disney, they were literally owned by Warner Brothers, one of the biggest studios out, and they cannot get their shit together on the movie scene. It's crazy. Their motion pictures are just garbage, man. I don't have any idea what they're gonna do, and I'm honestly not really looking forward to it. I've seen the previews for Black Adam. I'll probably watch it, but I don't think that's a franchise you can base a universe around. Like, it might be lightning in a bottle the way Iron Man was, and might explode the way the Marvel universe did from that, but I don't see that happening. Like, Marvel had someone at the helm of that, directing that every way, and I just don't see DC being able to do that. And it's going to get worse. The comparisons are going to get worse. People are a little disappointed with Phase 4 right now. There hasn't been a lot of direction since Far From Home kind of put a cap on that Endgame era and was supposed to kick off Phase 4. Then you had Black Widow, which was a tale actually told way before a lot of these other films happened. Shang-Chi, which I don't even know what the post-credits led to there. Wong showed up and grabbed him, and they couldn't figure out when the bracelets came from. And then you had the Eternals, which doesn't slot in a great way now anywhere at all for the most part. Tease the Black Knight a little bit. So now you're talking like 4 to 5 movies deep into Phase 4, and there's no real direction. And then you have Spider-Man No Way Home, which was a really good movie, but again, it doesn't show you where this is going for Marvel right now. Then you have Multiverse of Madness, which opened the multiverse door, which opens a ton of possibilities. There's a ton of ways they could go with this, and it's not really clear what they're going to do with it. But then you had Love and Thunder, which was a good movie, but again, I have no idea what they're doing in this phase right now. However, I do know on the horizon, just based on their releases and the things they have timed out right now, I'm pretty sure Black Panther is really going to kick off this Phase 4-5 big bad that's coming, right? I'm pretty sure Kang's going to be involved, and I'm pretty sure we're going to start to see a glimpse of Doom, because looking into 2024 is the Fantastic Four. And then immediately following the Fantastic Four is Avengers, the Kang Dynasty, and immediately following that is Avengers Secret Wars. Clearly, if those two movies are happening, we've now built up Kang and Doctor Doom by that point. So I'm anticipating they're going to start showing up here. Again, I say all this about all this Marvel stuff as I come back full circle to this show that it is DC having to cancel a $90 million movie. And that is to say they have no direction whatsoever. But I don't see them having a great integrated universe. I'm sorry, guys. I just don't see it happening at this point. They could totally change my mind and blow me away. I'm not buying it until I see it. I'm going to still go see some of their movies. I'm really hesitant to after I've been burned the last few times. For those of you who want to talk about the Snyder cut, it sucked. Let's just not even... It was better than the Whedon cut, but it still sucked compared to just about everything Marvel. So, like, it might have been better than Iron Man 3, if anything. We'll see what's coming from them next, but I want to get this video out quick while it's relevant, kind of talk about what's happening. Let me know your thoughts in the comments. Remember to hit that like, hit that subscribe, and I'll see you next time.